When Ireland stepped onto the pitch against Grenada, many fans expected a straightforward international friendly. But what unfolded was a fascinating clash between two teams trying to build momentum, confidence, and identity on the international stage. This was more than just Ireland versus Grenada. It was a test of discipline, tactical structure, and attacking intent. From the opening whistle, Ireland immediately looked determined to control possession. Their midfield pressed high, the defenders pushed forward confidently, and the tempo of the game was clearly set by the Irish side. Grenada, meanwhile, entered the match knowing they would likely spend long periods defending deep and waiting for counterattacking opportunities. Ireland's approach was built around quick passing and width. The wingers constantly stretched the Grenada defense, forcing gaps to appear between the back line and midfield. Early in the match, Ireland looked dangerous every time they moved the ball into the final third. Their movement off the ball created confusion for Grenada's defenders, who struggled to stay compact under pressure. Grenada, however, showed resilience during the early stages. Despite Ireland dominating possession, Grenada remained organized and disciplined. Their goalkeeper was tested several times and came up with important saves to keep the score level. This gave Grenada confidence, and for brief moments they managed to push forward and create small pockets of pressure through quick transitions. One of the most interesting parts of Ireland versus Grenada was the contrast in tactical philosophy. Ireland focused heavily on structured build-up play. They wanted to patiently create openings and wear Grenada down over time. Grenada, on the other hand, relied on pace and direct football. Whenever they recovered possession, they tried to move the ball forward quickly before Ireland could reorganize defensively. As the first half continued, Ireland's persistence finally began to pay off. The pressure increased with every attack. Their midfielders started finding more space between the lines, and the movement around the penalty area became sharper. Eventually, the breakthrough arrived after a well-worked attacking sequence that exposed Grenada's defensive positioning. Ireland converted the opportunity confidently, and the crowd responded with a huge sense of relief and excitement. That goal changed the rhythm of the match completely. Grenada now had to take more risks, which naturally opened more space for Ireland in transition. Suddenly, Ireland looked even more dangerous on the counterattack. Their confidence grew visibly, and the passing became faster and more precise. Grenada still showed moments of determination. They refused to completely collapse defensively and continued searching for an equalizer whenever possible. There were a few moments where Ireland's defense looked vulnerable under pressure, especially during set pieces and long balls into the box. Grenada's physicality caused occasional problems, reminding everyone that international football can become unpredictable very quickly. One player who stood out for Ireland was the central midfielder, controlling the tempo of the game. Every attack seemed to flow through him. His vision, composure, and passing range allowed Ireland to dominate possession and maintain pressure for extended periods. These kinds of performances are exactly what Ireland supporters want to see as the team continues rebuilding and preparing for future competitive fixtures. Ireland's defensive organization also deserves credit. Even when Grenada tried to attack, Ireland reacted quickly to win the ball back. Their pressing system worked effectively throughout large portions of the match. The defenders stayed compact, limited dangerous spaces, and prevented Grenada from creating consistent scoring opportunities. As the second half progressed, fatigue started affecting Grenada. Chasing the ball for long stretches against a technically superior side is exhausting. Ireland took advantage of that tiredness by increasing the speed of their attacks. More spaces opened up in midfield, and the Irish forward became increasingly dangerous near goal. Another major talking point from Ireland versus Grenada was the depth of Ireland's squad. Substitutions brought fresh energy into the game, and the intensity never really dropped. This is an encouraging sign for the coaching staff, because international tournaments and qualification campaigns require strong squad rotation and reliable bench options. Grenada still had moments that showed promise. Their willingness to fight, track back defensively, and stay competitive despite the pressure earned respect. Matches like these are valuable learning experiences for developing football nations. Playing against European opposition helps improve tactical awareness, defensive structure, and overall international experience. For Ireland, this match was about more than just a result. It was about building chemistry, improving attacking patterns, and creating confidence within the squad. Fans want to see progress, consistency, and a clear football identity. In many ways, this game provided positive signs that Ireland may be moving in the right direction. One noticeable improvement was Ireland's patience in possession. Instead of forcing rush passes or low-percentage shots, they looked more composed and mature in attack. That level of control is important for teams trying to compete consistently at the international level. The atmosphere surrounding Ireland versus Grenada also reflected the excitement of international football. Even in matches where one team enters as the favorite, there's always unpredictability. Football has a way of producing surprises, emotional moments, and standout performances that capture fans' attention around the world. As the final whistle approached, Ireland continued controlling the pace and protecting their advantage professionally. Grenada continued fighting until the end, but Ireland's quality ultimately proved decisive. The result reinforced the gap in experience and tactical sharpness between the two sides, while also highlighting areas where both teams can continue improving. For Ireland supporters, this performance offered optimism. There were encouraging signs in attack, solid defensive organization, and better midfield control. While tougher challenges certainly lie ahead, matches like this help establish momentum and confidence.